Facebook Messenger sees 1.4 billion users a month, and there are over 90 million businesses on the platform. And yet, there's just 300,000 Messenger bots out there. When you realize that according to Mobile Monkey that the cost per lead for Facebook Messenger marketing is, get this, 30 to 50 times less than that of a standard Facebook ad, man, you gotta wonder, why aren't more businesses leveraging Messenger marketing? Well, friends, the answer is simple. Messenger marketing can get complicated in a hurry with special tools, complex workflows, and time needed to set up. Chatbots? Chatbots aren't for the faint of heart, which means there's tremendous opportunity here for you and your marketing agency. That's what we're covering in today's episode of Agency Accelerated. Welcome back to Agency Accelerated, where we explore ways to grow and scale your agency with some of the most trusted brands and experts in the industry. I'm Stephanie Liu, and we're live every other Wednesday at 2 p.m. Eastern Time, 11 a.m. Pacific Time on Facebook, Twitter, YouTube, and of course, LinkedIn. So make sure you head on over to agorapulse.com/calendar and subscribe so you don't miss any of the episodes. And remember, stay until the very end because you'll get a chance to get your hands on an easy way to add more revenue to your marketing agency. All right, I want to go ahead and give a quick shout out, a welcome to our live audience. Let's see ya. Hey, Uma. Wonderful. Nice to see you. Cool. So here's a quick question for you. Let me ask you this. When you were younger, did you ever read those choose your own adventure books that let you decide every few pages on what you were going to do next and then change the story according to your choices? Okay, full transparency, I was the one that would make a choice and then see what the outcome was. And then if I didn't like it, I would flip back and be like, okay, I'm going to switch my choice. If you've ever done that, let me know. Enrique, Wes, so wonderful to have you here. All right, friends. So building a solid chatbot can sometimes feel like you're writing your very own choose your own adventure book, only it's for Messenger. And it's more complicated, which is why I'm absolutely thrilled to have the trusted, the undisputed chat expert, Kelly Mirabella, on the show with us today. If you don't know, Kelly is an internationally sought after messenger marketing trainer, consultant, and builder. She's the creator of Baby Got Bot and the owner of Stellar Media Marketing. She's worked with such clients such as ManyChat, Curran Ray, and Agora Pulse, and she's helped countless professionals get their bot building to the next level. Before discovering chat marketing, Kelly had an action-packed 14-year career in social media marketing. Let me tell you, she knows her stuff, which attributes to her vast knowledge of not only digital marketing, but also running a successful bootstrapped business. Over the last 14 years, Kelly has helped teach and mentor marketers, entrepreneurs, and professionals across various industries to use marketing tools and platforms and also start and run new entrepreneurial adventures. Ladies and gentlemen, please help me welcome Kelly to the show.
What's up, everybody? I was trying to find my Choose Your Own Adventure book.
I love the Choose Your Own Adventure books. I recently got one for my daughter, and she was just kind of like, what is this? What's going on? And I was like, just wait for it. I think you have to find the right ones that are written because some of them are poorly written.
Oh, I love them so much, though. And that is exactly how I look at messenger marketing is Choose Your Own Adventure books. But like you, I cheated and I would go both directions.
Yeah, I'm like, well, what would really happen if I did this? And what would happen if I did that?
Right.
So, yeah, it's good. All right. So, Kelly, let's go ahead and set the stage for our Agency Accelerated crew, our community. What does messenger marketing entail for marketing agencies?
Wow, it's a big question. So messenger marketing, I actually would not even call it so much messenger marketing as chat automation because it's much more than just messenger now, right? Now we have chat automation on Instagram, it's on Messenger, it's on That was distracting. Wow, wow. It's on the WhatsApp platform. It's on Telegram. Like it's all over the dang place. And it's awesome. And there's so many opportunities because every business can have an application for chat marketing. And so I think that, it's just not fully adapted by agencies. And I do think that it can be quite a lucrative service offering. And those agencies who have adopted the chat marketing and messenger marketing services have succeeded in very high levels. So there's a lot of opportunity here. And especially as you mentioned, it can get very complicated very quickly. So the
Yeah.
average business, they don't really want to do it themselves. They want an expert to come in and get it done right the first time.
Wait. Did you just say that most businesses, they don't wanna do it themselves, they reach out
That's
to
right.
the experts?
Yes.
Oh,
Yes.
I think you and I were just having a conversation about this.
Yes. Yes, absolutely.
Love it. Alright, so where should a marketing agency that wants to add messenger marketing and automation services start by industry, right? Because there's various industries that could bring this on board, but in your experience with the clients that you've worked with, what are some examples?
Oh man, the use cases are off the charts. There's just so many, but I'll give you a couple that have been really successful. Using them in conjunction with event marketing has been shown to add additional revenue to the bottom line for people like Tony Robbins and other coaches like him who are very high level, but also the small business coaches have been able to utilize it for event marketing, webinar marketing, and getting more people to actually show up. We've also done a lot of case studies around using it with live broadcasting, if you're using Facebook Live specifically. And now that Instagram has Instagram live automations, we can start testing that as well. But it's actually helped increase the distribution by 200 plus percent. It was kind of like, or 200 and sometimes the amount of distribution is normal. Restaurants have been killing it. Chat marketing is
Yeah.
awesome for restaurants, real estate. It's just been a phenomenal thing, especially with all the things going on with COVID and shutdowns and the requirements that a lot of these companies have to have with tracking. There's a bot for that, right? There's a way to make it better. So if you ever go to a restaurant, and you probably have gone to a restaurant recently, and if you did, you probably saw a little QR code on the table.
Yeah.
And so that's a product of the pandemic, if you will. But it's basically we can just scan with our phones into wherever we want the QR to go. Well, a lot of times restaurants, these businesses, they don't really know how to make it the best. And so they're sending you to a maybe not so mobile optimized menu. Maybe it's a
Mhm.
download PDF thing. And that's really not the best way. It's not the best customer service experience. Plus, you're missing a huge opportunity of capturing your customers' contact information, like their emails, which is really important in most businesses, I would say.
Oh, well,
So
yeah, for sure,
yeah.
especially
So
with,
instead we
first party
scan.
data.
Yeah, exactly. So we can scan, we can give them what they want. So like in the restaurant example, we give them a menu and maybe offer them a free appetizer if they sign up. And all they have to do is click some buttons and boom, you've got their email and you've got a way to follow up with them.
I love it, I love it.
Yeah.
So, if you're a marketing agency and you're working in hospitality and tourism, if you're
Hmm.
doing events, anything really as far as, like, onboarding clients and things of that sort, there's so many ways that you can apply messenger marketing and
Yes.
automation, and so this is seriously the episode for you.
Yes.
And I have to tell you, anytime anyone ever asks me about messenger marketing, I'm like, "I don't know. Talk to the expert. Here she is. We brought her on the show. So get your questions ready, yeah?"
Yeah, yeah, for sure, for sure. Like I said, there's so many ways to do it. The best way I can break it down in the simplest form is to think of use cases in three buckets, if you will. Right? We have our cold audience lead generation. We're going to get their email, we're going to get their phone number, etc. And then we have the warming or I guess lead qualification. And so
Mm,
that's really for taking them through, pre-qualifying them, and making it easier for your sales team to land that sell without giving up too many resources. And then the third is more informational. And so this would be like your welcome messages or just handling all the messages that are coming in, if you're not responding, if your clients aren't responding to messages coming in from the various places where we get messages, you're basically saying to your customers, you don't matter, I'm going to ignore you. And that's not what you want to do. So the chatbots can help in that respect.
Dang. Oh, snap. Some of y'all felt that, didn't you? You're like, wait a second. So Kelly, what are the specific services and structure that a marketing agency can provide when it comes to chat marketing? Because we love the idea of the application for it, but like, how do you actually pitch it to a client?
I am so glad you asked because I just finished teaming up with Agora Pulse to actually put together like the world's easiest package of assets and resources to help you do exactly that. It's basically a step-by-step cheat sheet into how to audit a customer's page or a potential customer's Facebook page or what have you to see which one of those buckets they fall into. And then we actually give you the email template that you can use to reach out, and we give you the pitch deck. So my
What?
suggestion, yes, go check it out. By the way, it's free. I know. It's totally free, and Agora Pulse is giving it away. So I think that there's some links somewhere, but it's amazing. And that's where I would start if you're an agency, because if you've never even touched a chatbot, there's resources on what to do once you land the client and like all the good stuff.
Oh, love it.
Yeah.
Dang. All right, cool. So, listen, if you're just tuning in, we're talking about how marketing agencies can help their clients with messenger marketing and automation. But first, here's a quick story about how one agency is helping their clients with social media overall.
Social media management is such a growing market. It's what websites used to be during the dot-com era. It's very challenging, especially for the small to medium-sized business owners because they really can't do it on their own. And if they do want to do it on their own, it can get very expensive. It's a missing piece in today's market. As the owner of a digital marketing agency, it became very challenging to be able to manage all these different accounts. We were working easily 10 to 12-hour days, not being able to spend time with our family. We started seeking out a social media platform. I know there's HubSpot, there's Hootsuite.
What I really noticed with each tool was that there was always something missing. We were looking for something that was all-encompassing.
And we found Agora Pulse. It posts automatically, but not just to one social media channel, but multiple. And it really transformed J29 Creative to what it is today.
Out of the box, we were able to accomplish what we needed.
It allows our social media managers to work anywhere, anytime.
I spend a lot of time meeting with our individual clients, helping them manage and strategize. So being able to, on the fly, take a look at the posting schedule that we've set up has been great.
It has allowed us to also show our clients an ROI, because one of the most challenging things with social media management is putting dollar figures to what we're doing. It has charts and graphs to be able to show those things.
Whether I'm working with my copywriters, some of my video editors, or my graphic designers, Agora Pulse is really great because it helps us work with many different moving parts.
The biggest thing with social media, in order to do it well, it takes time. And when it takes time, it takes away from your family, your vacations, and the ability to be able to just relax.
It has really helped me give the best service I can to my clients and provide the best solution to managing a social media account.
As business owners, we all need time for ourselves. And that's what Agora Pulse allows us to do.
So if you'd like to learn more about how Agora Pulse helps thousands of agencies grow and scale their business, head on over to bit.ly/ad agency revenue for a free webinar to go ahead and get started. So having said that, let's get back to messenger marketing because you know that I absolutely love talking to Kelly. So Kelly, come on back. Where are you? Boom, boom, boom. There you are. Hey.
I had to run in.
You're like, wait a second,
Like,
grab some water, do all the things. Cool, I love it. So Kelly,
check the
I know
chat.
that there's some built-in messenger functions, but for more robust campaigns, right?
Yeah.
we need to use a third-party tool. So what are your recommended tools for managing messenger marketing, whether it's for chatbots, monitoring, or just anything even above that?
Sure. So there's a lot of tools out there. For building chatbots, I have basically three preferences myself. I use ManyChat for the bulk of my chat marketing automation builds. And then industry specific, if we go into more restaurant, then I use a tool called Tap the Table, which is specifically built for the restaurant industry. It includes integrations for the POS and just it's built for that specific use case. And then there's a tool called Phoebe, which is actually a really easy setup tool. Talk about low hanging fruit. And that is also specific for restaurants. And it basically just uses artificial intelligence to answer all the most common questions that come in through Instagram, Facebook, and Google My Business. So those are the three, but for the kind of more general or all the niches, if you will, then I would go ManyChat personally.
Oh, that's awesome. Oh my gosh. I was like, okay, we need to put this in the show notes and all the things because she just rattled them off. She's like, and this and that. Like I'm familiar with Tap the Table, but the AI powered one, Phoebe, you had mentioned.
Phoebe, yeah, that one's a really great tool for really anyone, and even restaurants that can just plug it in and start using it. But all of those tools also have agency plans. So if you're an agency, you can sign up as an agency partner, and they have special perks, if you will, as an agency.
And can we drop your name? Can we be like, oh,
Yeah,
Kelly
yeah. Drop my
Mirabella, she's the one that
name. Let them know I sent you. Come on now. I'll take care. They'll take care of you. Especially Ryan Baggett, who's the owner over at Tap the Table. He's actually one of my mentorship. He's one of my membership members. So I know he'll take care of you.
That's good. It's always nice to have those resources that you can lean on and just be like, just say my name and they'll take good care of you.
Yeah,
So
yeah.
cool. Be like,
White
hey,
glove.
we heard about you, Tap the Table from Kelly Noble Mirabella when she was on Agency Accelerated. Ba-dum-bum.
Exactly. Famous.
So, how do agencies determine and find their ideal client for chat marketing? You kind of talked a little bit about this with that kit you were mentioning, but what are
Yes.
some tidbits for that?
So the kit obviously is built for more of an audit of your Facebook page where you could say, okay, this is a potential client. Let's go through and see some key elements that makes this person a good fit for specific types of chatbot builds. So I definitely recommend you go and grab that. Outside of that, I think the best thing you could do is look at it from the angle of who are my current customers and what problems do they have, and can we solve those problems better with chat automation? Most likely, almost every client is going to need at least an informational bot. And that's just, again, instead of ignoring your audience, at least have some way of properly addressing the audience that is messaging you that you might not be so quick to get back to. And so those automations are super duper helpful. And then you can go from there to, okay, do we have people who need to build their email list, who maybe they're selling high ticket products and it's taking a toll on the sales team to have to like qualify them and realize 50% of the people are not even qualified. Well, these are all things that chat automations can help with. So I would absolutely start with where you are now, look at the current customer base that you have and see where you can help them, and then build up some case studies on how that has helped your clients that you can then approach other companies and say, here's what we've done for our clients and here is what we can do for you.
I love that. I love having those case studies where you can say, this is what we've done for our clients, this is what we can do for you. Or even just kind of, do a lateral chunk as far as this is what we've done for this particular industry, let's say the
Yes.
restaurant industry, and this is how it could apply to your next event or whatever, and just get really creative because sometimes I find with clients, they're like, this is what we've always done. This is what our
Mm-hmm.
industry has always done. But when they work with someone like you who has worked across various industries, now you're opening them up to like more innovation, bigger
Right,
ideas, and more
exactly. Something
creativity.
out of the box.
Yeah, there you go. Cool. So, Agency Accelerated friends, we're getting close to wrapping things up. I know, Kelly. I'm like, whoa, we're
That was
just
so
hitting
fast.
this. We're hitting the ground running. So, honestly, if you have questions, if you haven't posted them already, now's the time to do so. I've got a couple of questions on my own that I for sure definitely want to geek out with you. Here's one
Yeah.
question that we had from George Demanis, our good
What up,
friend. His question is, what's the most important update to chat marketing to come out recently? I mean, because let's be honest, there's so many things that have happened, but what's the one where you're like, OMG, did you
This
hear
is the
about this?
one. Yeah. Just recently launched is Instagram automations, which has been around for about 3 months now. But just last week, they released a new update where Instagram Live now has an automation where people can type a keyword in the live and it will send a message. So it's been Instagram. I'm telling you what, Instagram is killing it for people right now. And with the
Yeah.
automations, there's just so many amazing things that we can do. So I would say the Instagram push has been the biggest change. I can't tell you what it is, but in first quarter of next year, ManyChat is rolling out an like insane solution for messenger marketing that you're going to want to be a part of. That's going to solve so many problems. But I'm not allowed to tell you, so I'll just tease that.
Oh man, I was just speaking to our producer. I was like, I've had this mini chat account for a long time because when I worked with you for creating the chat bot for getting live viewers to show up and whatnot,
Yes.
I used to use the chat bot, and then because I was multi-streaming across various platforms, it kind of got confusing for people on
Yep.
like when to chat. So I stopped using it. So I was like, maybe I'll cancel mini chat. But now you've got like dangling this carrot. I'm just like, oh, maybe I should.
I'm sorry. I
No,
just
that's so
I just
cool.
sneak peeked it in my private membership, and it's the only place I was allowed to talk about it. And they were like,
Ah! I just want to jump in right now and like shake you. You're like,
I know,
woman,
I'm
you just put
sorry.
me
I
in an
can't.
open loop.
ManyChat would be so mad at me if I said it, so I'm not gonna say it.
Yeah, but you know what? Honestly, I am. I'm really excited about the Instagram live shopping and the integration
Yes.
with chatbot stuff because what I am finding is that as with any live stream and as with any live shopping event, you don't just go, here's the one live shopping event, right? And expect
Yeah.
people to buy. Like you have to nurture that relationship and build it and figure out what their wants are, what their needs are specifically. And I think as you lead up to like your big bonanza, right? Your big holiday live shopping season or whatever it is,
There's so
I
many cool
think
things you could
the
do.
chat marketing piece of it's going to be really exciting. And friends, by the
Absolutely.
way, I'm working on a really, really awesome project. And I tapped Kelly because I was like, hey, friend, just want to let you know. So if you see anything cool popping up, let me know. And she's like, no, that's not possible. And then, like, right before this, she was like, wait a second, Steph. And I was
It
like,
just became possible.
yeah, no, it's cool. All right. So here's another question, Kelly, from Chris Rudolph. Chris is asking, Kelly, where do you see messenger marketing heading in the future?
What a big question. I see it integrating more with a lot of different, more seamlessly with different tools to create more of an omni experience. Whereas when kind of the early days of Messenger, it was like, we're going to use chatbots to do everything. We're going to replace email. We're going to like do it for everything. And now it's like, let's be smart and let's actually use it as this really key function that helps support or enhance our marketing strategies overall. And so that's where I see the benefits of chat marketing. I also see much more integration in the real world. And by that, I mean the use cases of those QR codes, of those NFCs. NFC, right? The near field
Yeah.
communication.
Yep.
I always get them confused with the NFTs or
NFTs.
whatever, the art things. Not those. The near field communications, which are like QR codes, but you just basically tap or get close to, and it will create this experience. I think that augmented experience is going to be big. And I think chat marketing is going to be a big piece of that.
Oh, yeah. I think that's going to be a ton of fun. Recently, I went to a Star Wars. It's like we have the San Diego Symphony here in San Diego, and then
Yeah.
they'll actually play the Star Wars soundtrack
Oh,
as they're
so cool.
playing the movie. And I was like, wouldn't it be so cool if there was, as we were waiting for the orchestra to prepare, or after, we come back from intermission, if there was like a QR code that we could, quiz each other or do certain things. And I was like, oh, that'd be cool to have. That'd be a ton of fun.
That would be
So, hey,
cool.
I want to give a quick shout out, Kelly, because we've got some amazing live folks here. You already know Chris. Chris has been like hitting us up with some amazing questions.
Yay.
Cynthia says, we love our Agora Pulse family. We love you too. Wes Wyatt tuning in as well. And I think I saw someone tuning in from Ohio.
Yeah,
Yeah,
I was on the
Wes. That
YouTube
was
channel.
Wes. Cool. And then we also have Enrique from Puerto Rico. Puerto
Hi,
Rico. Hey.
Enrique. That's one of my students. So hi.
And someone is saying, Kelly, the chatbot queen in the house. What? Bum, 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 bum. You gotta
Bum, bum,
love
bum,
it.
bum.
Good, 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 good. So, Kelly, a question for you. And I think you kind of touched on this or you pretty much teased it, but how should agencies really price their messenger marketing services? How do you
Such a
even
big
compare it?
question.
Yeah.
Such a big question. You should price it higher than you are pricing it. I'll tell you that right now. Oh gosh, it totally depends on the build. There's just so many use cases. And I think that there are different pricing methods. So you could do like an upfront pricing, you could do a retainer pricing, you could do residual pricing, you could do licensing fees, you could do templates that you license out. So there's a lot of different ways. For me personally, I usually train my students to do an upfront price with a retainer to maintain. And so I would say, anything over $1,000, I wouldn't do anything less than $1,000. And I really try to encourage my students to do the same. But it's so across the board that I would really have to hear what the project is. But most people are not
Yeah,
charging enough. Yeah.
that's true. Yeah, I think when I think when it's ever something that's relatively new, people are they second guess themselves as far as how they
Yeah.
should price things. But really, when you're spending the time and resources to really understand all the nuances that come with chat marketing, like messenger marketing and automation, the fact is that your experience is what makes you an expert. And so the
Yes.
more that you practice and you build and you work with different clients in different industries, then it makes it worthwhile. Like you're paying for that person's knowledge, right? It's not
Exactly.
just click, click, done, but really understanding. Like for you, like having 14 years running your own business, but knowing that, okay, for what purpose, right? For what purpose with this chat bot, right? For what
Yeah.
purpose, right?
Like, why are we doing
Because
this?
yeah, because at some point you're really wondering, well, how does this fit into your overarching marketing strategy? How is this
Exactly.
really going to enhance that experience? And when you ask the right questions, that's, I mean, your clients at that point be like, wow, you're asking really intuitive questions. This is why, because you bring value. Cool. So,
Exactly.
Kelly, Sammy is asking us a question, and Sammy is saying, are we going to see any updates on WhatsApp's automation in the near future?
WhatsApp is currently in open beta with ManyChat. It is available and you can sign up to get into it. I have not connected because I'm not a big WhatsApp user. I know that there's a lot of restrictions with WhatsApp, and I know you can't use it with WhatsApp groups at this time. And that is a, Meta company restriction, not necessarily the
Oh my
tools
God,
like
you actually said
ManyChat.
Meta.
I did it
Wow.
right. Yeah, I had to think through it.
Yeah.
But I work in this world, so I better know what I'm talking about. Um, so yeah, I would say, as of right now, it is available. There are things that you can do. As far as like any major updates since they released it, not really, to be
Mm,
honest.
got it. Got it. Well, that's good to know. I feel like when everyone's asking you all these like future things because your background is, very celestial body, I'm like, ooh, girl, you need to have like a crystal ball too and just
Really,
be like, well, let's see what's happening. And
let me
then
see
maybe
what's
even
in
like
our
a fog
future.
machine. And it's like, she's like, you know what, Steph?
Some
Maybe we
magical
should do
things are coming.
best of 2021 recap, things to look forward to in
Right.
22. That'll be like your whole theme for what was it? Vlogmas?
Vlogmas. Oh man, Vlogmas is crazy.
Love it. All right. Kelly, it's always so much fun talking to you, right? I
We
learned
always have
so
fun.
much. I love geeking out with you, and I'm pretty sure that Wes, Cynthia, Chris, and the rest of the crew, they're probably wondering as well, like where can I find out more about Kelly Mirabella?
Wow, y'all are in luck because I am actually found everywhere, first of all, at Stellar 24/7, at Stellar for 20 on every social network. But I'm actually doing a totally free challenge starting next week. I'm going to over deliver as usual. And it's a 5-day challenge where I'm going to teach you how to build a lead funnel through Messenger and Instagram. I'm going to teach you how to find your ideal client, how to create a winning offer for that client. And at the end of the week, I'm going to teach you how to package that bad boy up and sell it. So you can come to my challenge for free and then you can go make money with what I teach you. So I know that they're going to share the link to that, but that is something I would highly encourage you to do. I've already told all my membership members, you better be there because this is going to make you money. So I invite you all to join me there. But like I said, you can find me everywhere at Stellar 24/7.
I love that. See, this is why I love Kelly so much. She's got like that energy, and she has this thing where it's like, I'm going to teach you something that's really going to impact your lives and really
Yes.
influence you, your income, your bottom line, all the different things. And all you really have to do, you have to show up. And Sammy just already signed up for it. What? Way to go. Good for taking action. So it kicks off next week.
Yes,
Yeah.
next week. I can't believe it's already there. I got to schedule out the emails still, but we have the communities already popping. I have over 100 people signed up so far. And it's, oh, by the way, it's all done via Zoom so that you guys can actually ask me questions because I really want to make all of my educational pieces very interactive. Because with chat marketing, there's always good questions, and I want to make sure we get to the nuts and bolts of things.
I love it. Enrique is going to be there too for the challenge. So
Course,
this is really
yes.
exciting. This is one of those moments, friends, where you don't always get to hang out with the Kelly Noble Mirabella. This is your opportunity to ask her questions, to learn from the best.
Come on in.
Come on down. If you're ready, she's got it all already packaged up for you. The community is already there. They're going to welcome you with open arms.
Oh, yeah.
So having said that, that's all that we have today, friends. But don't worry, we have even more incredible shows coming up. In our next episode, we'll be talking to the incredible Kate from Wave.video, who's going to give us another way to expand our agency services and revenue by offering engaging video content creation. Because let's face it, people love videos. And if you even have Agora Pulse, you could go into your report to see what kind of post type people are most engaging with. And I bet you it's going to be video. So next season, we'll feature guests from Adobe and Ogilvy and so much more. So if you're one of those folks where you like to know what the big brand agencies are doing, definitely go ahead and tune in. Remember to subscribe to the calendar at agorapulse.com/calendar if you want to be sure to catch our live episodes, right? And if you enjoy podcast listening, remember you always have that option. Agency Accelerated is available on all podcast channels, including Apple Podcasts, Spotify, and Amazon. So subscribe, leave a review, and let us know what you think. Last but not least, take advantage of our free webinar on how to add agency revenue by adding social media services. Head on over to bit.ly/add agency revenue. What? And then I'll see you and your agency accelerating into the next show. Thanks, friends.